Hachette Audio presents Matt. Written by R.C. Ryan. Read by Loretta Rawlins. For my son, Tom, firstborn, fiercely protective of his family. And for my darling Tom, first love, though gone, still watching over us all. Prologue. Glacier Ridge, Montana, 1997. The town of Glacier Ridge dated to the 1860s, a time of western migration when millions of buffalo roamed the Montana plains. It had seen plenty of legends in its time. Miners discovering gold at Grasshopper Creek, General George Armstrong Custer and his cavalry, railroad tycoons, and, later, oil barons. But the closest thing to legend now in the sleepy little town was the Malloy family. Rancher Francis Xavier Malloy was married to Grace Ann LaRue, the daughter of legendary Hollywood director Nelson LaRue, who had become famous in her own right by spending a lifetime photographing herds of wild Mustangs that roamed the Montana wilderness. Collectors paid a fortune for her original photographs, and researchers and even government bureaucrats sought her advice on how to manage the wild horses. Add to that Frank and Grace's handsome, reckless sons, Patrick and Colin, and the fact that Patrick ran off and married a gorgeous girl named Bernadette when they were just 17, leaving the gossips with plenty of things to whisper about. Soon, Patrick and Bernie gave birth to 3 good-looking sons who seemed to be as wild and reckless as their daddy and granddaddy. So folks around Glacier Ridge just naturally figured they'd have plenty to talk about for another generation or two. It was given that there was never a dull moment when the Malloys were around. 12-year-old Matthew Malloy, already known as a wild child around the town of Glacier Ridge, was asleep in the top bunk, enjoying a dream that mirrored the day he'd spent up in the hills with his grandpop Frank, Father Patrick, and Uncle Colin, who, at 22, was always laughing and teasing and seemed more like a big brother than an uncle. With the first snowstorm of the season rolling in, they'd driven the last of the herd to winter in the south pasture, and had spread a ton of hay from a flatbed truck before heading back to the ranch house for dinner. Their sprawling Montana ranch was home to 4 generations of Malloys: Matt and his younger brothers, 10-year-old Luke and 9-year-old.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?